Best things, because we got a new department right now. I say like the new department's pretty sick.
They built.
Like now, yeah, the new building they built. They've got good facilities there.
Can you describe facilities?
So for us, it's like good computer, like good connections, and like music stuff. They have like their own studios and that. Game stuff. I think we have our own green screen. I think computers. They have access to like libraries. They have good like cafes and foods. Well, and support as well. They have like good support there.
I'm not gonna lie, is probably for me is the sports.
So you like the sports? Can you go into more about that?
It's the sports because like in some unis they just have the varsity. They don't have like another league. So if you don't pay for the varsity, that's your football done technically for the year.
So do you play football then?
Yeah, I do play football, and so I don't pay for the varsity currently. Hopefully next year I'm trying to play for them, but I play in like a campus league. So it's like the Prem, but it's like the championship of the Prem, which is varsity. And then it just in sports like there's like more opportunity. That's what I like, because whereas in like Portsmouth, where my twin brother goes, there's not really, if you don't play for varsity, that is literally it. There's like no opportunity for you to go and be still part of within the uni, rather than it being you and your group of friends trying to make something happen. Like there's a sixth society you can join as well, and like if you want to do sixth society in another uni, like that's you and your friends organizing it, and sometimes it's long, sometimes.
So for you overall, what the sports opportunities BU offers is very good.
Yeah.
So what do you think the worst thing about Bournemouth University is?
For me, I would say it's the environment, because I don't feel at home yet.
The worst, I would say, is to be honest, I wasn't a fan of the campus itself because it was quite small. Especially like when it gets to like summer, you really like after working inside the computer labs for so long, you kind of just want to sit outside, like in the grass maybe. But it's in the summer that you're not going to find a spot to sit down because it's just filled with people, and there's not much like outside areas to chill.
So it's more of just the area of where you can actually study in. So it's not big enough for the amount of students on campus.
Yeah, definitely.
Is there anything
Tiny.
bad about your university experience, or was that pretty much it? If there's nothing else bad, that's good too.
That's the only thing that's standing out to me, to be honest.
So what are the best things about studying at Bournemouth University?
The best thing, well, I personally I like eating out. I love food, and Bournemouth has this thing called, well, not Bournemouth, but like there's a company called A-List, and they do, once you get it for like, I think you pay £25, and that lasts for an entire year. And with that £25, you basically get discounts to like pretty much every single restaurant in Bournemouth. So for example, like at Noodle Bar, you get 50% off the entire menu, which is insane.
Can you explain what Noodle Bar is?
Noodle Bar is just like this Asian restaurant. I think it's next to it's around the Cranbourne area.
Yeah.
And they do like katsu chicken noodles, like Chinese curry, stuff like that. Just like your basic Asian food.
So the best thing about going to university at Bournemouth is the opportunities and what is out there. There is, I would say, so much to do. There's always something to do. But at Bournemouth, compared to other universities that I've heard, our student union is pretty. The amount of stuff we're hosting, the amount of stuff we're doing is insane. It's just, I don't know. It's unmatched. So shout out to Subu for what they're doing. But other than that, I'd say the best things are like location. Everything's easy to get to. It's like a walk away, or you can get a bus. Going to Bournemouth University itself, you can book rooms. There's just so much to do. The downsides, I don't know. I don't really look at the downsides. There's probably some things that are a little bad, like little communication errors. But other than that, I'd say everything's pretty helpful. If you need help, you can go to your teachers if you've got a problem. And we've got our well-being's insane. Like they're bringing dogs through. They're bringing people suicidal preventable through. They're doing bits for our uni. So shout out to Bournemouth too.
To be honest, it's fine. Like I don't find the uni. Like I enjoy the uni. I would say
even if it's just
with
minor.
this whole,
Even if it's just minor.
Minor. Okay, I was not gonna lie. With this COVID situation, I don't like the inconsistency with how the accommodation is charged.
Okay.
Because yes, I don't like that. That's another thing. But I don't know if you want me to go into that or not.
You can if you want. Yeah, you can. Obviously.
No, it's just.
What's wrong? Tell us.
I think, okay, so obviously with this whole COVID situation, the uni's told everyone go home unless you have to stay. And with Bournemouth University, you've got a bunch of student accommodation that are Bournemouth University owned, a bunch that are in partnership with Bournemouth University, and then a bunch that are kind of private but linked, basically. And so my accommodation, which is linked in partnership with Bournemouth University, even though Bournemouth told us to go home, they said to us that they're still taking rent from us, even though they know we're not there. But then 2 days ago, Bournemouth Uni came out with a statement after knowing what their partner did, saying that their university should, their accommodation, they get 50% off. So it's like, you watched your partner come out with like a statement and then you bettered it, knowing if we knew that we'd be, disadvantaged depending on what accommodation we chose at the beginning of September, then maybe we would have chose differently. No one told us that. So yeah, I'm not enjoying having to pay full rent and they're even not letting us access to the building. So
what accommodation are you living at the moment?
Lime Regis.
So is that not?
Well, no, I'm home now. I'm in London.
Yeah. That's fine. So are you not? Are Lime Regis a part of the Bournemouth University?
They're in partnership. So underneath the sign it says in partnership with Bournemouth University, but it's run by Campus Village Living.
Could you tell us what that means then? So what does it mean?
So it's a privately run. It's not run by Bournemouth. The accommodation isn't run by it, but it is in partnership. So everybody in Lime Regis probably goes to Bournemouth University. Like it's not like, oh, anyone staying there. Like it is assumed that you go Bournemouth Uni if you stay there.
Okay. Now, what are the best things about Bournemouth University?
Surprisingly, it's kind of similar, but actually the location of the accommodation. So obviously a lot of unis, they've got on-campus accommodation. And before I came uni, I thought that's what I want. Like, yeah, I want to be, roll out of bed, go lecture, like, everything's around the corner, everyone's on campus together. I thought that's what I'd want. And I was kind of a bit disappointed because obviously with Bournemouth, although we're all right next to each other, we are in town. But I actually prefer it so much more. Like, I think it's so nice. You still feel the community feel that you're around students because, there's an accommodation next door to me. There's one across the road. There's 3 behind me. Like, everyone's still, exactly, you're still all close to each other, but you're away from uni. So at the end of the day, I'm like, no, I'm going home. Like, you actually feel like you're going home. And, the beach is down the road. Asda's right there. Lidl's right there. Everything's there. So I prefer it being actually off campus, but around people, around students.
I feel like the best things about going to Bournemouth University, they have a lot of good facilities, to be honest. They've just built like a new one called Paul Gateway building, and they built it especially for like game design students and music students and for people that do kind of related courses, and that's really good. A lot of new technology and good facilities. It's really good if you're a creative person as well.
Could you go in about what these facilities are? Is it just like new building?
What these facilities are?
Yeah, you said they've got really good facilities. So what are
good facilities? Okay, the new building has specialist music facilities. So they have a music studio.
Okay.
They have I don't know,
So just sorry to interrupt. Just say, so would you say that's new building the only building that's really good in Bournemouth University?
It's not the only building that's really good. There's Fusion, but that's where a lot of seminars are held.
Okay.
There's Pool House, but Pool House is like quite old, but they do have like rooms full of double screens, so that's really good, especially if you do like something that requires you to look at reference images and like the actual work that you're doing. I'm not sure about the other facilities because I do games design and I just work with computers.
Okay. Is there anything else good about Bournemouth?
The nightlife is good.
Expand.
Is this the university? Oh,
this is the university.
Nightlife.
Honestly, no, yeah, this is just the university.
It's just the university.
Get out into the area.
The university is quite good. My course does a lot of talks, industry talks. So we've had Unity a few times. We had Creative Assembly.
Anything good? Anything else to say good about Bournemouth? So facility, industries coming to your course. That's all right.
I feel quite friendly.
Okay, friendly people.
Are quite friendly. You meet different types of people.
Okay, so now let's talk about the worst things about going to Bournemouth University.
I don't really have any. I haven't really experienced any bad things.